My posse deep and irate, and we act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's. Bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas. Head back to my old ways. Have a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take mama to the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubble. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all in nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all you can, Super fly for the Dumbos, plenty slides like a shuffle. Hit the cadence on my young Isaac Hayes, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma step no. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the. No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, that machine. The Ferragamo store. R.I.P. the times that I was broke. Acting like a 9/11 folks. Matt back, looking clean. Dead president and I'm a local. Cooking up canard. Waiting for the antidote. Running out of time. Pictures thinner than a penny hoe.
Don't get empty your pockets. I don't do that. You might press me. You do what I tell you. Get over here. He's going to get this.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buy it, not leasing no beamer. I'm buying no kind of driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. Where we gon' that? I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, my. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Detroit! Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They have great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Marty.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Rosen on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hodges. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run. It's Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a play fake here on first down. got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and pick.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. More from the desert after this.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Kindici. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. So why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Rosen. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a big.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They come out here in the I. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. A run by Foreman to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A carry for Foreman, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run with Foreman. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now Foreman. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Rosen to throw on second down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes event.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Then he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set.
And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw. And this is taken in at the 5. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 61 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that support.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clear. And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, Rosen. Flush to his right. Incomplete. No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one. And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call. Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag? You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. It's caught at the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Rosen. Buying time to his left. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Brandon, they likely have time for one last play, but it's got to be a heave into the end zone. Anything short, no good for them.
And they are able to spike it, cutting it close, but 2 seconds left on the clock. One final shot here for Rosen. Being chased out left. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.